questionable rules and judgment calls through that first game by that Manhattan Jaguars team. Unfortunately, the Bats just couldn't come alive for that first game, so we're hoping here at the second game our girls can wake up these Bats and bring that bat around and maybe get us some hits and bring some runs in. From what I understand, the elite team came off of a fresh victory where the score was 14-13 against that opponent team. Now, I believe that that's another Manhattan Jaguars club that they were playing earlier as well. Momentarily, we'll be getting this ball game kicked off, and we'll be running about the same lineup as we did in the previous game, with number 16 in the first hole, Isabel Iverson. In our second hole, be number 18, Carter Creek. In the third hole, number 7, Layla Williams. The fourth hole, it's going to be number 11, Emberlyn Castile. In the fifth hole, number 12, Blakely Skidmore. In the sixth hole, wearing number 6, will be Abigail Ayers. In the seventh hole, number 1, Macy Stevens. In the eighth hole, number 77, Emmeline Galvin. In the ninth hole, number 8, Ava Rogers. In the 10th hole, number 15, Reagan Puckett. In the 11th hole, number 9, Gracie Barrett. Sorry about that. And in the 12th hole, number 3, Rowan Bretz. I believe these girls are going to be in the same positions as they were in the previous game, but we'll find out momentarily. We'll be kicking off the game momentarily. Welcome back, everybody. It looks like after the coin toss, yes, much less like football, we're going to be taking home for the Salina Eclipse today. All right, everybody, just for some information, this is going to be an hour-long game. Kind of like Banana Ball, we do have a time limit here where 1 hour is the time limit. Once that expires, no inning can be advanced afterwards. We will finish up the current inning at the expiration of time. Currently, we have 59 minutes, 30 seconds in the game to go. Salina Eclipse will be our home team, and we'll be batting secondary here in the first inning. Coming up for the top of the first For the Elite team will be batting number 11, Tinley, and number 14, Clara in the 2-hole, and following the 3-hole, number 25. Her name's Madeline. All right, now up to bat for the Elite team will be number 11. Her name is Tinley. I'm not quite aware of her stats yet this season, as this is our first weekend in our opening weekend for this ball club. As said previously, our Salina Eclipse team kind of struggled in our first game against that Manhattan Jaguars team. Unfortunately, got run ruled 12-1 there in the bottom of the 4th. The run rule is a 7-run run rule. Once a team gets above 7 runs, I believe after 3 or 4 innings, the game will automatically end at the end of that inning. We're hoping right here our girls come out with some strong bats in this game and come out with a W at the end of this one to pick up some spirits. I believe their coach is going to be ready here, and we'll start the inning off. Top of the inning, Tinley, number 11 for the Elite team. Swung on, strike 1. We can call that ball 1, watching on that one. You'll notice in the 8U team, it's going to be coach pitch, no umpire sent behind, so it's 5 balls the pitch limit here. Foul tip, strike 2. Counts 1 and 2 here. Foul tip, ball count. That'll be 4 balls pitched. She gets 1 more pitch. If this is either fouled off, then she'll get to continue, but if she misses. That's going to be a pop fly to Isabel. She's caught. That'll be the first out. What a play by Isabel Iverson, playing third base for a fly out. Strike. Salina Eclipse have 1 out here. Coming up to bats number 14, Clara for the Elite. Seeing strike 1. She hits that one fair down to Isabel Iverson. Isabel Iverson with the toss over to our first baseman. Not quite fast enough to catch that. So that will be a base hit for Clara. Playing first base is Ava Rogers. Now up to bat, number 25, Madeline. That's going to be strike 1. Swung on and strike 2. Count now is 0-2. Runner on first. She hits that one. It's a line drive past the pitcher to center field. Center field fails to get that one. Tumbles a little bit. It looks like it's going to be advanced in for a triple scoring 1. Oh, that's going to go all the way around. Oops. All right, now up for the Elite. It's going to be number 13, Andy. So that's going to be a swing and foul tip for strike 1. Score now is 2-0 with that advance. Strike 2. Last batter, number 25, Madeline, snuck a nice little home run in there. Counts 0-2. Score is currently 2-0. And he goes down swinging with a big strike 3. All right, 2 outs here. Top of the first. Scores 2-0. Swinging strike 1 for batter number 5, Stella. Swung on a miss for strike 2. I'm going to call that a ball 1. Counts now 1-2 here. 2 runs earned. Top of the first here for this elite team. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That will be another backwards K here, as that ends the top of the lineup for the elite team. That'll end the top of the inning here, where the elite managing to get 2 base hits, both of those scoring. The second hit's going to be a home run with a nice little line drive right over the pitcher and second baseman, unfortunately. Just a great hit all the way around. Coming up to bat for your Salina Eclipse will be number 16, Isabel Iverson. She'll be our first up to bat here momentarily as we get started in the bottom of the first. Welcome back, everybody. Coach Jacoby Williams is going to be pitching for us here again. Coming into the bottom of the first inning here, Isabel Iverson's taking the plate, number 16. Now, last game, she had a couple strikeouts, unfortunately. All right, first pitch is on the way. That will be a ball. A little wild pitch by the coach. She hits that one. It's going foul. Strike 1. Counts 1-1 here. Swung on. Strike 2. Swinging at something high there. Counts 1-2. No outs. No one on. First batter up. Isabel Iverson. She swings on and misses for strike 3. First out of the game for the Salina Eclipse here. Now coming to bat, number 18, Carter Creek. Carter hits that one right back to the pitcher. Is she fast enough to outrun it? Nope, she's going to be out at first. That'll be the second out of the inning. No runners on. Coming up to bat, number 7, Layla Williams. Layla Williams had a base hit in the last game and 1 strikeout. Went 1 for 1. Watching that one for ball 1. She hits that one, foul tip, strike 1. Thank you. She hits that one, foul tip, strike 2. Count now is 1-2, 2 outs, no runners on. Layla Williams at bat, 1-2 here. She's had 2 foul balls now. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll be a backwards K to end the bottom of the first inning here. All right, to end the bottom of the first inning, the Eclipse go 3 up, 3 down, no runners on, no hits. So we're going to be scoreless at the bottom of the first, coming into the top of the second. Currently, our score is 2-0. The Elite bringing us on the board for the first points with that home run. Welcome back, fans, as we do a quick summary of action after that first inning. Unfortunately, our Salina Eclipse come up, 3 down with no runs, no hits. The Elite came up with 2 runs after 2 hits, 1 home run. Coming up to bat now for the Elite's number 6, Caroline. She takes that first one, hits the ball down the middle of the field. It is now fielded by Emberlyn Castile right behind second plate, where it is now called dead. That is going to be a first base single hit for Caroline at her first at-bat. We have 1 runner on at first base with number 24, Laney, coming up to bat. Laney takes a poke at that one. It's stringing. Foul ball. Strike 1. Cat now is 0-1. 2 runs scored in the first inning. We have 1 runner on here with Laney at bat for the Elite. Pitches up. Laney hits another one. It's going foul. Directly back at me. Strike 2. Cat now is 0-2. 1 runner on first base. Here in the top of the second inning, the Elite up. Swung on a miss for strike 3. That's going to be a backward K. First out here. Laney goes down swinging. Now to bat number 10, McKaylin. 1 out, 1 runner on first base here. McKaylin sees that, takes it back to the pitcher. Pitcher misses it. It travels out to center field where it's stopped by Emberlyn Castile. She throws it in to the pitcher, who does stop it and does advance the runners. 1 runner at third, 1 runner at first. I believe this is going to be a substitute batter here, number 21. Correction, no, it's 21. Tabor, she is up to bat here. Swinging on, strike 1, foul tip. Swung on, foul tip, strike 2 here. Currently 2 runners on, first and third situation here for the Salina Eclipse. Score is 2-0 to the Elite. Top of the second inning. She hits that one foul. That's going to be the third pitch. 2 strikes, no balls, 1 out. 45 minutes remain in our game here this afternoon. She hits that one forward, straight to the pitcher. Pitcher doesn't fail it. Fielded by Macy Stevens, who throws the ball to first base, scoring 1 run and advancing another runner. Got runners at first and second here. Batting now, number 15, Lou. Swinging, strike 1. Count 0-1 here. Pitch out. And that's going to be swinging, strike 2. Count 0-2. Score is 3-0 with the Elite leading this game currently, top of the second. That's going to be a foul ball called by the umpire. Foul ball right down the line. Three pitches here. Counts 0-2, 1 out, 3-0. We have 2 runners out there, 1 at second, 1 at first here. Just trying to get out of this inning here, 1 out here. Pitch coming up. She swings on for a big miss. Strike 3. That'll be the second out here. All right, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Big swing and strike 1 for number 12, Laney. Counts 0-1 here. Big swing and strike 2. 0-2, 2 outs, 2 runners on. First and second plays good. Third, second, or first here. With the Elite up 3-0. 43 minutes left in this game in the top of the second. Big swing and strike 3. That'll end the inning for the Elite on the third out after scoring 1. Out. Quick recap, top of the second here. It looks like the Elite had 3 hits with 1 run, bringing the score 3-0 here at the top of the second, coming into the bottom of the second inning. To lead off bat for us will be Salina. She had 1 hit and 1 ball hit to first base, being tagged out to first base in the previous game. Welcome back, everybody. Salina wearing number 11's up to bat here, forced to lead off this inning, the bottom of the second for us. I said last game, she came in with a 1-1, looking for a hit here, scores 3-0. She hits that one, foul, strike 1. And swinging, strike 2. Took her eye off that one, but it'll be okay. We'll recover on this one. Coach Jacoby's up at the pitch. Coming down momentarily here. Swung on, hits the ball directly up the middle of the field. It is fielded by the second baseman, who overthrows it to first, where she's going to be safe at first for a base hit. That'll be your second base hit of the day there for Salina. Coming up to bat for your Salina Eclipse will be number 12, Blakely Skidmore. Blakely Skidmore did get 1 hit, went for 1 in the previous game, as she only had 1 at bat last game. We have a runner on first. She swings strike 1 for Blakely Skidmore. Count now is 0-1, 1 on base. Swung on a miss for strike 2 for Blakely. Counts 0-2, 1 on, scores 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Blakely swings on for strike 3. That'll be the first out in the bottom of the second inning here. Coming up to bat for the Salina Eclipse will be Abigail Ayers. Abigail Ayers does have a pretty solid bat. I've seen it in batting practice a time or two. See what she can bring around here. She went 0 for 1 in the previous game. Swing in, strike 1. Swing, strike 2. Swung on for strike 3. There'll be another backwards K as our girls go down swinging. All right, that'll be 2 outs, 1 runner on first currently. Coming to bat now is number 1, Macy Stevens. Macy Stevens, unfortunately, came 0 for 1 in the previous game, and she only saw 1 at-bat in the game. See if Macy can keep us alive in this inning. 1 runner on, scores 0-3. Swinging strike 1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. And that'll be strike 3 for Macy as she goes down swinging. That'll end the inning, folks. One batter hits for a hit. No others for 3 outs. No runs scored in for the Eclipse. Welcome back, everybody. As we're coming into the top of the 3rd inning here, we saw a score of the 2nd inning by both teams here. Coming into the top of the 3rd, we had a score in the top of the 2nd by the Elite, bringing the score currently 3-0. Coming back for the Elite is Reese. Reese with the big swinging strike 1. Number 23, Reese at bat. Swung on, miss for strike 2. She's moving for the ball, it looks like. Count now is 0-2. No runners on. Swung on a miss for strike 3. She goes down swinging. Be 1 out for the Salina Eclipse here. We got number 22, Greta, coming up to bat. I believe. She gets a base, hits the ball straight up to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it and just holds the ball. It'll be a base hit. Puts a runner on first base. With number 11, Tinley, coming up to bat here in the top of the 3rd. Swing on, strike 1 for foul ball. Counts 0-1, 1 out, 1 runner on first. Tinley up to bat. Foul ball, strike 2. We got about 36 minutes remaining in this ball game. Remember, folks, we will play till the clock runs out, or the run rule comes into effect, whatever comes first. Tinley's up to bat. Counts 0-2, 1 out. She hits that one fair. It's going to first base. First baseman fields it, and just a little slow as the runner that goes second advances to 3rd. All right, now up to bat, number 14, Clara. Currently, they have a runner at first and 3rd. 1 out. Clara goes a big swing, strike 1. Clara's last at bat did bring a base hit. She's going to hit that one up. It's going to land in foul territory. Strike 2. Counts 0-2, 1 out, 2 runners on. Runner at first and a runner at 3rd. One in scoring position right now. Score is 3-0 to the Elites. And pitches up. Swinging, strike 3. Backwards K here for our 2nd out of the top of the 3rd inning. Up to bat now for the Elites, number 25, Madeline. Madeline last at bat is the one that got the nice home run. She had a great hit. She hits that one straight down the line. Isabel fields it and attempts to catch it at home. Unfortunately, that's going to advance the runner to 3rd base. Last at bat scored 1 run, so that does bring our score 4-0. Ball's hit by 13 to the infield, scoring 1 more run. Score now 5-0. Coming to bat, number 13, correction, number 5, Stella. Got runners at first and second. She hits that one fair down the third baseline. Isabella fields it. She's running back to third. She gets her out at third. That will be the third out to get us out of this inning. Ladies and gentlemen, quick recap of the top of the third inning. It looks like they had 4 hits, 2 scores, bringing our current score 5-0. Top of the third, coming down to the bottom of the third with your Salina Eclipse batting, Emmeline Galvin, first at bat, number 77. Welcome back, everybody, to Salina Eclipse softball. As we come back to the bottom of the third inning, the Salina Eclipse are behind 5-0 with Emmeline Galvin coming up to bat wearing number 77. First pitch is up. She's swinging on that one for strike one. Swung on miss for strike two. Count now is 0-2. 0-2. Bottom of the third. Emmeline Galvin up to bat. Coach Jacoby Williams with the pitch. Pitch coming down the line. She swings on, hits that one. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going foul. She at least gets a piece of that one and takes it down the line. Unfortunately, it decided to take its own mind and go down and go foul. See if she can bring contact back here. 3 pitches up, 2 strikes, no balls, no outs. Well, great sportsmanship here with the other coach helping our player out with her stance. Swung on and missed for strike 3. She goes down swinging. Okay, now coming up to bat, number 8, Ava Rogers. Ava last at bat. At least got connection. Fortunately, it was picked up by the first baseman, and she was tagged out before she reached first. Ava sees it. She hits that one. It's going to stay fair. It stays fair. Right on the line. She gets a single with a nice little straight to the ground fair ball. It's a runner on first. Coming to bat, number 15, Reagan Puckett, who went 0 for 1 in her first game. Reagan hits that ball. It's going to end up foul ball. Strike 1. Got runner on. Reagan Puckett up to bat. Counts 0-1 with 1 out with 1 runner on. No score for us yet. 5-0 led by the Elite. Reagan takes another swing at that one. It's going to be strike number 2 for her. She hits that ball right to that third baseman, who gets a piece of that one. Our runner at first is running back to get back there. Fortunately, it's going to be a fly out to the third baseman for out number 2. 2 outs now. Fly out to third on that last at-bat with Reagan. She got a nice piece of that one. Unfortunately, that third baseman was just there at the right moment, right time. Coming up to bat now is Gracie Barrett. Gracie, who went 0-1 in the last game. 2 outs, 1 runner at first. See if we can keep our inning alive. Here's Gracie. Gracie up to bat. Gracie swings on, strike 1. swinging, missing, strike number 2. Counts 0-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on first. And a slow swing for strike number 3. That would be the 3rd number out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Welcome back, everybody, as we're doing a quick change fielding coming into the top of the 4th inning here. It is a scoreless game for the Salina Eclipse as they're being outran by the Elite team 5-0. Salina Eclipse currently has 4 hits for the day. Bats just quite aren't waking up for this game. No runs batted in. And the Elite team is currently sitting at 5 runs with multiple hits coming into the top of the 4th. Looks like number 6, Caroline, will be leading off the Elite. Caroline, with her last at-bat, was a single. We'll see where she goes from this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It looks like number 6, Caroline's coming up to bat for the Elite team after a little bit of fielding and working with the coach out there. First pitcher's up. Top of the 4th, 27 minutes remain in the game. 5-0 is the current score, with the Elite leading. Now that our catcher's here, we're ready to get the top of the 4th going. Swinging, strike 1 for Caroline. She hits that one directly back to the pitcher, Layla. Layla, who throws it to 3rd base. By accident, it's okay. Put a runner on first. No outs. Coming up to bat now is number 24, Laney, who last at bat came up with a strikeout. Pitches down. She swings on that one. It's going foul for strike 1. Fortunately, that one went foul because that would have been trouble for our Eclipse team. All right, Laney's back at bat. Counts 0-1, 1 runner at first. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Last at bat did result in strikeout. Counts 0-2, no outs, 1 runner on. She hits that and lands foul just after leaving the bat. Counts 0-2, 3 pitches. No outs. 1 runner on. She hits that one straight to Emberlyn Castile. Emberlyn with the field. Throws to second. And fortunately, they don't overrun the base. Just a little bit of an overthrow there. Currently, we have no outs, 2 runners on. Runners are at first and second here with number 10, McKaylin, coming up to bat. McKaylin on her last at-bat got a first base single. Nice little base hit grounder. Little dinger, if you will. 24 minutes remain in this game, top of the 4th inning. And ball 1. Counts 1-0. 2 runners on. She hits that one straight up. It looks like it's going to land foul. Strike 1. Counts 1-1. No outs. 2 runners on. She hits that one directly at Emberlin. Emberlin misses that. It is now being fielded by the center fielder. The ball is being thrown in, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough to prevent 2 scores. Brings our score 7-0 with that double. No, correction, triple, actually. Number 21 is up to bat. 21 hits that ball. Small little base hit here. Score's now 8-0 for the Elite team. Top of the 4th. Number 15, Lou, is up to bat with the first ball hit, strike 1. Foul ball. No outs. 0-1. 1 runner on. Lou gets a piece of that one. It's going foul as well, strike 2. Oh and 2, no outs. 1 runner at first. 3 scores run. She gets a piece of that one. Foul ball. Last at bat, Lou resulted in a backwards K for that strikeout. She hits that one down the middle of the field to Layla. Layla, who fields it and just holds on to the ball, advancing 1 runner to second, and it's base hit. 2 runners on, no outs. Got bat number 12, Laney. Laney for the Elite team. Elite's up 8-0. Top of the 4th. 22 minutes remaining in this game. Ball 1. And again, it's 5 pitches. 3 strikes, 5 pitches, whichever comes first. Counts 1-0. And that'll be 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That's total 3 more pitches left no matter what here. Swung on and a miss for strike 1. Lady's last at bat resulted in a strike. Then a strikeout. She hits that one right towards first base. It's a shallow hit. Looks like they're going to bring a runner around again. Score now 9-0, top of the 4th. Oh. Called foul for strike 1. Number 23, Reese at bat. Strike 1. Number 23, Reese up to bat. Strike 1. Counts 0-1. That last ball was dangerous as it barely went foul. We're pretty fortunate it went foul because that could have been a very dangerous ball for us. Swinging, strike 2. 0-2, no outs. 2 runners on. 1 at first, 1 at third. Oh, we'll call that foul ball. Ball ricochets off the ball and into the helmet. And she's still up there batting. And another foul ball. That's pitch number 4 here. $19 minutes remain in this game. Score's 9-0, I believe, at the end of this. If we don't score anything, it could be game. She hits that one. It's a pop fly to Emberlin. Emberlin misses it, and it's dropping down, scoring 1 run. Score's now 10-0. Coming to bat, number 22, I believe. Or number 1, I apologize. I mean, number 1, Greta. No outs. Runners on first and second here, 10-0. She hits that ball, foul ball, strike 1. It's been a painful inning for us as we have afforded 5 runs to that elite team. Swung on, strike 2, counts 0-2. No outs. 2 runners on, runners at first and second. She hits that one fair down the third baseline. Isabella misses that one, and they're going to score another run here. Scores 11-0. Coming back top of their lineup, number 11, Tenley's up to bat. Looks like they're bringing him in. I think that's because run rule just came to effect. I don't know what's going on. We'll find out momentarily. Stand by. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it was just decided after 6 runs batted, or 6 runs earned, they're going to switch out. Bottom of the 4th here, scores 11-0 to the elite. Welcome back, everybody. The bottom of the 4th inning right now, the elite team leads us 11-0. Fortunately, the Eclipse bats just aren't waking up in this game here at the 12:30 hour. Coming up to bats, number 3, first at-bat appearance for this game here in the bottom of the 4th, Rowan Bretz. Rowan playing last year for the Sunflowers had a pretty solid bat. Let's see what happens here. Coach Jacoby with the pitch. Pitch coming down. Swung on, foul tip, strike 1. Swung on, hit directly back towards the coach. The pitcher fields the ball. Ball is thrown and overthrown at first base. That'll be a single for Miss Rowan on our first at-bat. Currently no outs, 1 runner on. The score's 11-0. Coming up to bat, number 16, Isabel Iverson. Isabel, who's currently sitting 0 for 1, 0 for 2 for the day, 0 for 1 for this game. See if this lefty can bring it up. She swings on, misses for strike 1. Swung on a miss for strike 2. One runner on, counts 0 for 2, no outs. Isabel with a huge swing and strikeout. Out number 1 for the bottom of the 4th here, 11-0, 1 runner on. Carter Creek, number 18, coming up to bat for second appearance of the game. Last time she got it, she did hit a ball at first base and was out. Or correction, hit a ball right at the pitcher. Pitcher fielded it in to threw her out at first. That'll be a swing on miss for strike 1 for Carter Creek. All right, Carter with a huge stance here. Let's see what she can do. Brings that bat around, swinging on a miss for strike 2. Count 0-2, 1 out, 1 runner at first. With Rowan with the leadoff single for the bottom of the fourth. And that'll be strike 3. Backwards K. All right, coming up to bat is Layla Williams. Layla with the 0 for 1 in this inning. She did have a hit in this game. 0 for 1 this game. 1 hit in last game. Currently 2 outs, 1 runner on. Layla's a little behind the pitch, strike 1. Oh, 1, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Scores 11-0. I believe this might be the end of the game at the end of this inning. Strike 2. Swing it. 13 minutes remaining in this game. I believe run rule does take effect in the 4th inning. Strike 3. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. I believe that that's going to be ball game. I'll be back momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of the ball game. We were run ruled by the Elite 11-0, bottom of the 4th here. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the ball game. Unfortunately, the Salina Eclipse couldn't bring it around for very many hits today, as they only got 5 hits in the last 4 innings. Most batters seeing 1 at-bat each. Outscored 11-0 by that Elite team, as we're moving on into bracket play here this afternoon with an updated time to be announced here shortly.